Good afternoon. My name is Superintendent Martin Weekes of the Bermuda Police. I've been a police officer since 1977 and with the Bermuda Police Service since 1988. I am currently the officer in charge of the Community Policing Division. During a major incident or disaster here on the island, my role is to be the operational commander for the police response. I report up through the strategic commander to the Commissioner of Police, who will head the operational side of an organisation called the Emergency Measures Organisation, the EMO. The EMO in Bermuda is similar to an organisation in the UK known as COBRA, which you can look up on Google, but consists of His Excellency the Governor, who is the chair, the Minister of National Security, the heads of the civil service, accompanied by the heads of the airport, the hospital, and the uniformed services such as police, fire, ambulance and corrections. The EMO is generally mobilised for any major incident or disaster that happens here on the island. That can be rioting, it could be a big fire in a hotel, it could be a cruise ship disaster on the water, it could be an airplane crash. But in most cases, and certainly in recent years, it's only been brought together for hurricanes. Once it's been identified that a tropical storm or a hurricane is headed for the island, the EMO will be mobilised and they will start making plans to keep Bermuda safe when a hurricane hits the island, or if it comes close to the island, because the winds can often cause damage even when it doesn't actually hit the island. They will start by giving advice to the public, and there will be a series of weather watches and alerts as the winds grow progressively stronger. They give out advice by the use of the media and by press conferences and radio announcements, and they will generally be about ensuring that your home and your vehicle are as safe as they can be by putting up plywood on the windows of your house, by parking your car away from nearby trees, putting your pets into the house, and ensuring that you have emergency kits in the house, which would include batteries, food and water, torches, and a battery operated radio so that you can listen to the emergency broadcasts, which are put out on a special station which is kept running even when the electricity goes down on the rest of the island. Once the winds get over a certain speed, the public will also be advised to stay off the roads if they're riding a motorcycle or a high-sided vehicle which will be affected by the winds, and be advised to stay away from roads that go near the water and bridges and causeways that go over the water. Once the storm actually hits the island, the damage is usually limited to trees and light poles and lampstands. The buildings themselves are heavily constructed out of limestone blocks, and so there's generally the houses don't get damaged from the wind. However, they do get damaged from falling trees and falling light poles, and the electricity will go out inevitably during a storm, and in some cases it will take several weeks to get them reconnected depending on where the house is located or the nature of the storm and the damage it does to the island in general. Some roads which are close to the water and some bridges may be completely washed away by the wave action that's caused by a hurricane. Certain low-lying areas will also receive flood damage and all the issues that you've seen in the UK lately with floods, except often not in Bermuda. It'll be seawater which will cause even more damage to the places it gets into. Surprisingly, despite all these warnings, people do go out in the middle of the storms just to take pictures in some cases, or to look at the ocean, in some cases just to try to secure a boat that they've left out. Because Bermudians have lived through so many storms over the years, complacency can set in, and this can be extremely dangerous. During Hurricane Fabian in 2003, which is probably the worst hurricane that I've lived through since I've been on the island, 3 police officers who were trying to get home during the storm stopped to assist a man whose car had broken down. He'd been trying to secure his boat. They were stuck on a causeway going across the water. That causeway was destroyed in parts by the storm. The police car, the man's car, and all 4 persons were lost. Some of the bodies have yet to be recovered. After the storm has passed, the BPS role is around ensuring people are safe and prevention and detection of crimes such as looting from damaged houses and shops, as well as the larger job of assisting with the Bermuda Regiment and other helping agencies just to get back to a state of normality as soon as possible. This can sometimes take weeks depending on the amount of damage that occurs on the island. I hope this has been helpful. If you need more information about the police response or the Emergency Measures Organisation here in Bermuda, you may contact me on my email, which is mweekes, that's MWEEKES, at BPS for Bermuda Police Service, .bm. Thank you.